Hello guys, welcome to my channel. The interesting topic that we are going to look at today is Android permissions in general. So what are these permissions? Why these permissions are required? What app should have what kind of permissions so that your personal data will not be misused or compromised. So most people trust the apps that they download and give permission, whatever permissions it asks for, they blindly click on allow without even understanding why the app needs that certain permissions. This in turns end up compromising security, where their personal information could end up in wrong hands or could get into hands of a marketing agency for advertising purposes. The threat surface of this could range from your data getting into hands of a marketing agency or your bank account credentials getting compromised if you don't understand what kind of permissions you are giving to what kind of apps. So first let's see what are these permissions are. So permissions are categorized into two types in Android. One is install time permissions and another is runtime permissions or dangerous permissions. So in install time permissions, when an app is installed in your phone, it will get these permissions. These includes accessing to your Wi-Fi or internet, changing your Wi-Fi or accessing your Bluetooth, setting an alarm clock or posting a sticky notification when a song is playing or posting just a notification. So these kind of permissions will be given by default when an app is installed. So these are called install time permissions. User don't need to give these permissions to an app. These are given to an app by default when it is installed on your phone. And runtime permissions, these are considered dangerous permissions by Android since they give access to user personal data to app. So they won't be granted when a app is installed. They need to be given by on the runtime by user when they try to actually access any feature that require access to the user personal data. For example, let's say you're trying to post a story on Instagram, then you need to give access to your media files to Instagram so that they'll be able to access your files and post it on Instagram as a story or as a post. So this will have for this feature, Instagram will ask at a runtime when you try to actually click on the post button. If you can either choose to allow or deny this permission. If you choose to allow, then you can use the post feature and you can post your pics on the Instagram. If you choose to deny, then you won't be able to use the post feature on Instagram, but you'll be able to use the rest of the app without any issues. The list of dangerous permission include access to your location, your media files, your user contacts, and ability to manage phone calls or ability to read messages and access to any other devices, physical sensors that are present in your device. Since these are very sensitive and private to user, before giving these resource access to any app, Android first prompt user to choose either deny or allow access to this particular resource for this app. So user have that choice. He can either you can either choose to allow or deny for this particular resource. So in this era where data is the new oil, please keep in mind a few things before giving permission to any app. A Torchlight app, for example, is asking for your contact information or your location permission is highly ridiculous because it doesn't need that, right? First, just think whether the particular app or a particular feature that you're trying to use actually need those resources or not. On the other hand, if an Instagram asks you for your gallery permission or your media file permission, then that is justifiable, right? They wanted, if you want to post a pic from your phone, then you need to give that permission to Instagram. And location is a special kind of permission where it got three levels of permissions types. One is allow all the while, allow only while accessing using the app, and deny permissions. Since this is highly sensitive information, this got three levels of permission types. Allow all the while means the app will be able to know all the while where you are at. Allow only while using means the app will be able to know where you are only when you are using the app. Deny means the app won't be able to access your location. So while clicking allow all the while, just make sure that you trust the app 100% and that the app needs your location data always. This is generally used for tracking purposes, like for kids. If you want to track your kids all the while where they are at, whether they are safe or not, this type of permission needs to be given. Otherwise, it's not needed. Let's say if you're using Ola or Uber, then that case only when you're using the app that permission needs to be given. So choose allow only while using the app. In other cases, if you think the app can function without location information or it's not needed, just deny it. And also the cool thing about permission is runtime permissions is you can revoke these permissions even after granting these permissions. I'll show you how to do that now.
So just go to your app settings app in your phone, and it looks sort of like this. It might be different from phone to phone, but it looks somehow like this. Then go to click on permissions, then you will get a permission manager view, something like this. So it categorized all dangerous or runtime permissions like this. So, and it is showing how many of the apps are allowed and how many apps are denied to use this permission. Let's say I give calendar access to some app that I don't want to give. Now I want to revoke. Then what I'll do, I'll click on calendar. Then the screen will look like this. So there are 3 apps that are allowed to use calendar. There are like 11 apps that are denied to use the calendar. So let's say I want to deny or revoke the permission that I already gave to Google. So I already gave my calendar access to Google. Now I wanted to deny it. What I have to do is I have to just click on Google. Then the further screen will look like this, where I can deny this permission to Google. So this way you can revoke the permissions you already gave to a particular app. So time to time just audit these permissions for which app you gave which kind of permissions, and check whether it is needed or not. Why I'm saying this is, if it is not needed, just don't give it. Just minimize as much as possible whatever the data access you are giving to these apps. Even they have good intentions, which is hard to come by. They could get compromised. Even Facebook get compromised, Instagram could get compromised. If they have your data, that means you are also get compromised. So and try to audit these permissions and minimize as much permissions as you give to these kind of apps. So stay secure. Thanks for watching.